Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In our previous video, we knew that how the Vedas were installed in the five heads of Creator. Generally, the people know that Creator has four heads. Actually, he had five heads, and one head was cut by Shiva. There is any another story. I would not like to go to that story. I would like to just tell you the Vedic wisdom came from Vishnu, who was the manifestation of Shiva himself, and that Vedic wisdom installed in the heads of Creator. Then what he crying, who am I? What is this? Who am I? What is this? He stopped this crying because he found his answers of his very typical questions. Koham kimidam. And all the philosophies hunt all the time these two questions. What is this universe? And who is the person? And, uh, and, and, and why there are so many persons? So who am I means I am a creature. So what is creature and what is creation? It is a basic question that comes into each and everyone's mind who is a little philosophical. Once or twice in a day, or maybe in once or twice in the life of human being, this question strikes in the mind that what is creature and what's creation. All the Indian philosophies hunt these two questions. Science, science is also striving to find out the perfect answer of these two questions. Who am I means what is creature and what is this? This means creation, the universe or multiverse. So these questions are the subject of the pondering of the thinkers. The motive of the philosophy is only this, to know the answer of these two questions. Who am I and what is this? Clear? So, since the creation, these questions were nagging all the philosophers. And when I go to verbal meaning of the philosophy, then we find philos plus sophia. Philos means love and sophia means wisdom. So philosophy means the love for wisdom. Who is philosopher? The person who loves the wisdom, that's philosopher. So in this lecture series, in this wave lecture series, just like a wave series you watch in the TV and your social media and your YouTube, likewise this is the wave lecture series that I am going to deliver you. And one thing you need to know here, more than 10 years ago, I wrote a book. That's name is Yoga for Young India. That's published in Vitasta Publication, New Delhi in Daryaganj, and that's this. This is the book, Yoga, Yoga for Young India, Yoga for Young India. It just comes in reverse. So this is the book that I had written at 15 years ago, but it was published in 2013. So my this lecture series will be based on this book. This is my research work. For more than 25 years, I have been researching and hunting all these questions, that who am I and what is this? And yoga is the way to not just to find out the answer of these questions, but yoga provides you the total scientific method to realize the ultimate reality, and that's known as the ultimate realization. And that's the purpose of each and everyone's life who ponders or who tries not to realize the ultimate reality. He is considered in Srimad Bhagavad Gita miser. Karparne doso pahatas swabhava. It is said there, in the in in the world, the people say that person miser who has very closed fist. He wants not to expend his money even for very essential purpose also. So greedy and also miser in the world, it is said, but spiritually, materially, the miser means who expends not money, but in a spiritual sense, that's the miser who tries not to know these two questions, that who am I and what is this? Who is, what is creature and what is creation? All the philosophies, all the scientific researches are doing their best to find out these two questions. So these two questions are the original questions, they are the basic questions, and all the philosophies are nothing, just they are trying to find out the answer of these two questions. Yoga philosophy is also one of them, because when Vedas came into being, then there was one Veda. Later Veda became three on the basis of content and the matter, for the textual purpose, for the students, for the coming generation in Gurukula, in the schools. And later there was a great sage Atharvan who compiled some very important matter from all the three Vedas. So that was compiled by Maharshi Atharvan. So that became Atharva Veda. In the beginning, there was first Veda, Rig Veda, later Yajur Veda. The division of Rig Veda is Yajur Veda and Sam Veda. And the compilation, very good things are compiled for the students. for the syllabic purpose by Maharshi Atharvan. So one compilation came as a Atharva Veda. That's name became Atharva Veda because of Atharvan Rishi, the sage Atharvan. So later explanation of Vedas started. Then Brahmana Granthas came, Aranak Granthas came, in order to explain the meant and the meaning of Vedas and Vedic mantras. Later Upanishads came, later Ramayana came, Mahabharata came. To understand Vedas, Vedangas came. A huge Vedic wisdom was prepared by the sages for the syllabic purpose for the students in the Gurukulas, and in this way, all these six philosophies, six Indian philosophies, also came into being, one and one only to find out one and one purpose only to find out the answer of these two questions: who am I and what is this? Who am I means I am creature, so what is creature? And what is the purpose of the life of a creature? And what is the purpose of this creation? To find out these two questions, all the philosophers, all the philosophies, all the wisdoms are inclined to find out the answer of these two typical and basic questions. So here, yoga philosophy, in the perspective of yoga philosophy, also we would like to find out the answer of these two questions: who am I and what is this? So I hope you would like this lecture series on yoga. It is my very rigorous and arduous, studious exercise for more than 25 years that will help you as it helped me to find out these questions answers. So you have to subscribe this channel, you have to like, and you have to share also this channel, because I am going to remove all of your misunderstanding and misconception